Will BlackBerry stop producing phones? Let's find out. Hey guys, it's me Ola, and the question everyone's asking themselves is, will BlackBerry stop producing phones? And that question came up because BlackBerry just announced their Q2 2017 fiscal report numbers, and they stated some very interesting facts in that report. So, I'm sorry for that message, let's head right into it. So as I said, BlackBerry just announced their Q2 2017 fiscal report, and as you may have expected, their hardware numbers of this quarter looked much worse compared to the quarters before that. So because of that, or maybe because of that declining number of hardware sales the last month, they announced that they will stop all internal hardware development. So that means no more internally developed phones. But that doesn't mean no phones anymore. It just means that they will cooperate with TCL maybe or other phone manufacturers, just like they did with the DTEK 50 or the upcoming DTEK 60. Whether that's a nice thing or a bad thing, you can decide that on your own. I personally am kinda sad because I really liked that BlackBerry DNA the phones had. They had great hardware. I think they had the best hardware out there in the whole smartphone world. But we don't know how the hardware will look like in the future phone. For example, in an interview, John Chen just said, oh, we will release phones in 2017, 2018. It won't be no problem. And a very interesting thing he said is, and there will be another QWERTY device. So with a device with a physical keyboard. So I'm not sure how they develop a device with a physical keyboard outside of BlackBerry, that they will maybe cooperate with TCL to develop a physical keyboard. I don't know, maybe they will give them their knowledge about physical keyboards, or I hope that it just won't be a keyboard that the Priv had, because that was kind of bad. So what do we end up with? Well, it's a big mess in my opinion. So they say they end all internal hardware development, but they won't stop selling phones and they won't stop selling physical keyboard devices, which is interesting because their cooperations with TCL they had were always phones that TCL is selling as Alcatel phones or Vodafone is selling as, I think, rebranded devices, and that BlackBerry is selling as devices. But if TCL would develop a physical keyboard device, only BlackBerry would be able to sell it because all these other phone manufacturers or sellers like Alcatel or Vodafone don't have that market for physical keyboard users. So I don't know how they want to do that without the internal hardware development, but we will see in the next year, I guess. What is another reason that they end the internal hardware development? It's because they want to concentrate on software solutions and software enterprise users and customers. They're really building their software department, and they're constantly bringing out new software to enterprise users, and that is what BlackBerry wants to do in the future. They want to be a software company that concentrates on software that is, as I said, targeted at enterprise users, just like they did with their buying of the Good Software company or the BES software. But I think this is a very clear stop for BlackBerry 10 devices. They just said that they won't stop the support for BlackBerry 10 devices. In fact, there's a new update 10.3.3 coming out, I think this year, but it won't be a big update with new features. It will just be an update of security features, so nothing big. But they said they won't stop the support for it. But in my opinion, that is a clear stop for BlackBerry 10 devices because they weren't able to generate any money with Android devices. They weren't able to generate any money with BlackBerry 10 devices. So their only solution is going with that TCL route or maybe another phone manufacturer, and they are most likely to put Android onto their devices. If they would maybe start to develop something with the new software companies for BlackBerry 10 and put that on the devices, that would be great, but to be really honest, in my opinion, that won't happen. So does that mean you have to give up your BlackBerry 10 device? No, absolutely not. BlackBerry 10 is, in my opinion, is still a very nice platform if you have to do a lot of messaging and work, and I want to go back to BlackBerry 10 as soon as my passport arrives. So stay tuned for that review that will come very soon. in conclusion, I would say let's wait for the next 2 to 3 months when we see the DTEK 60 that will be released. Maybe we will get hints on the QWERTY physical keyboard device that it will develop, and then we will know more. As I said, it's a really big mess, but hey, let's just wait and see what happens. So I really want to know your opinion on this topic, so please leave a comment in the comment section below. Also give a like if you like the video, subscribe to my channel if you want to stay updated with the newest BlackBerry videos and maybe some other videos that will be coming in the future. And yeah, if you liked it, maybe you can also share it. I've never asked you to do that. And yeah, see you in my next video. Until then, bye.